So Sailor, when you taught your class, what class was it?
So I was a youth book editor-in-chief for 2 years, my junior and senior year. So I had to teach a bunch of people how to do journalism. And my first year I had to teach them. Yeah, behind your back on video that we're gonna send to you. Look at this dude, am I right?
I'm facing you now. Stop it.
Where was I?
Saying something about.
Oh yeah, I had to teach about a little over 50 people throughout the 2 years that I had to do it, and I just saw a large of different like learnings and how people learn. There's some people that like learn very that were very visualized, where if I showed them exactly how to do it, they could immediately pick it up. But then for some people, it was very like tricky, where they had to see it several times, and so that observational learning was a little bit like, I guess not lower, but like they didn't see things as much as like I would, I guess, and which I'm also kind of that way, where I don't learn automatically. I have to see it a couple times before I do. And then there were some other people where I had to use kind of punishment and reward type of system. It was a lot of that my first year, which did not go well. But I was basically teaching the class all by myself, which 40 people and like a good portion of them were seniors is really nerve-wracking. And so I'm like, all right, everybody, do what I tell you to. I'm just this little junior. And so I had to do that. But so I never used like candy or anything, which I think Ben would be proud of. But I did have to use a lot of like, hey, if you don't do this, I will be dropping your grade. Because I was also in control of grades, which I don't know why they made me in control of grades whatsoever. But it was a lot of just trying to incentivize them. But there are some people that were like, I don't give a shit about grades. And then I'm like, okay, then why are you here?
Right.
And so it was kind of going into like, I can't just punish them, punishment, and I also can't just reward. I have to actually get into what they believe in, and why are they there to learn? Are they there for communication? Are they there because they think it's just an easy class, like, and stuff like that? And so I had to learn a lot about how people learn, and why people value different things. And then my second year, and I also think I changed because like I was working with completely different people, and because I had more experience, I was less nervous and less angry, I guess, because I knew what I was doing. And then I just learned that it's just better for like teaching and stuff if you're like on the same playing field, where you're kind of not like acting like you're above them, I guess, because a lot of students, if they know that you're a student, they're like, no, I don't like that. You're not my teacher. And it's like, well, I actually am, but I'm gonna act like your friend. And so it was a lot of me having to learn how to be people's friends and not being the bad guy all the time. So while teaching them. So yeah.
So the last thing I have for you is, what kind of learning do you think is the most beneficial for you specifically?
I think probably observational. I know if I see it several times, like I said earlier, I don't like, it takes me a little bit sometimes, but I know that I will learn best if I am seeing someone, and I also know that I learn best if I have good communication with the teacher. If I'm not like, not necessarily, I don't have to be friends with the teacher, but if I don't know them well enough on an emotional level, I will not learn from them. And like, I've known that about myself for a really long time. Like with math classes, I always try to pick a picture that I know I like relate to on some form of level, or I just will physically not pick up any of the material. So I guess kind of the observational learning while also needing that emotional connection between a teacher. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.